Hello and welcome back to Nerd Rage Gaming stream of FNM. We are currently in round 4. I am Matthew Robert Dow, and we are going to watch a battle between two 3-0s here, both level 1 judges. Max Kahn soon to be level 2 judge, so if anything sketchy happens, well, this is regular REL, but for these guys, we'll disqualify them and report them to the DCI. Anyways, Max on our left is playing Abzan Aggro, as he was last week when he had a feature match. CJ on our right is playing Blue-White Heroic. I think in this matchup, CJ has the advantage. He has Ordeal of Heliod and things like that to gain him life. Also has bigger creatures that can block Max's creatures, if so necessary. But I know Max has some secret tech in 4 times Gather Courage, so we'll see if CJ winds up playing around the card that doesn't see too much play, but Convoke is weird, and a lot of times people don't play around that stuff. So, let's see who wins the die roll here. Cannot tell. Max opener. Looks like he has a couple of lands, a couple of spells. I can't imagine he's going to ship it back. I don't know if he has white mana. So he's going to keep. I think he's probably going to be digging for white mana here because I don't think he has it, and he has an Anafenza in hand. CJ has the nuts, so he has turn 1 Favored Hoplite into turn 2 Ordeal of Heliod. Max does have the Hero's Downfall, so, but I can't. So I don't know if CJ is going to go for it, just because he's seen two green-black tap lands. Yeah, I like this play from CJ. I don't go for it either, just because you've seen 2 green-black tap lands, and you know your opponent, could have Hero's Downfall. So, but it looks like CJ just wanting to cycle and not care about his Abzan Charm. So I'm pretty sure this guy's going to get downfalled. So I just don't like that play. I mean, just gets 2 for 1 there. Max still doesn't have white mana. I don't know if CJ has another heroic creature. I know he has a Heliod's Pilgrim here. So yeah, he does have the Battle Waz Hoplite. And telegraphing, he has no protection spell, since he just plays a Tranquil Cove and goes to 21.
So we've got 21 now. CJ to 21.
Max is at 19.
Max at 19.
There's another downfall, so another Scryland. So Max looking like he's playing an Abzan mid-range deck when he is in fact playing an aggro deck. He has Heir of the Wilds and Anafenza.
I believe this is the aggro deck we saw last Friday that he played too, when he started off with the, what was it, triple?
Triple Rakshasa's Death Dealer.
Triple Rakshasa's Death Dealer.
Yeah. So CJ does not have another heroic guy in his hand, so his follow-up is going to be Heliod's Pilgrim here.
Trigger.
I imagine he's going to go to grab another Ordeal of Thassa. Once again, he doesn't know what Max is playing. He probably thinks Max right now is playing the mid-range version over the aggro version, but Max sandbagging a bunch of Heir of the Wilds, Abzan Charms, and Anafenza, which is going to be pretty difficult for CJ to handle here.
Now this is the blue-white heroic list that you and I both play, and this is in fact my deck that CJ is playing right now.
Well, good for you.
I just happen to be stating that's what's going on.
So CJ gonna fetch here. I think probably just to speed things up so he doesn't have to shuffle his deck twice.
Yeah, definitely the way to play. So going to be leaving an open.
But yeah, not having any
heroic guys is pretty rough.
It's going to be pretty tough, especially because I imagine Max is going to play an Anafenza here and Heir of the Wilds, and like just putting Ordeals on Heliod's Pilgrim and then attacking into a Death Touch guy is not very good.
Is not optimal. Correct.
Max running a Beta Plains, which is dope, and you all should do it.
It's a good thing. I mean, Beta Plains is
CJ
is
with the ugly Khans of Tarkir Plains mixed in with the Zendikar full art planes.
I would like to point out, all of the Khans of Tarkir planes I believe in the deck should match. I'm not.
That doesn't save them from being ugly.
That's not true though. They're actually the pretty ones, and I don't.
Sure,
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't even think those are Kahn's Tarkir. I believe those are RTR planes.
Oh, even worse.
Featuring the cityscape.
Oh, even worse, because cityscapes are the nut low.
You would be wrong. You would be extremely wrong.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Anyways, back to the match. CJ just drew his just drew a copy of God's Willing. So I think maybe an attack here he could do would be to. I mean, it's not super sweet, but
God's Willing. Yep.
So it's
pro green.
I wonder if Max blocked first. I don't know what's happening. I don't think he blocked.
Okay, so Max is taking.
Max is just gonna take two.
Down to 16.
Max is at 13.
13. Did he lose some life that we weren't keeping track of?
Missed it.
All right.
So Max is attacking here for 7.
Yep.
Actually, attacking for 8 because he gets the ferocious trigger. So is CJ gonna go to 12.
Ouch. Big attack.
Max gonna play a follow-up Heir of the Wilds and then look to blow CJ out with the old Abzan Charm on our Heliod's Pilgrim here.
He's got a second Heliod's Pilgrim that's coming out. Interesting.
Imagine we just go...
Finds the Aqueous form.
Gets the Aqueous form, so still going to get blown out by this Abzan Charm.
The Abzan Charm is still going to hit him. Interesting.
Yeah, this is...
What happened to the original heroic creatures?
They Max had Hero's Downfall for both of them.
For both of them? Wow.
Yeah.
So he kept a hand that had double Hero's Downfall in the beginning?
I think he drew one of the Hero's Downfalls.
Okay, sure. Still strong.
Yeah, but he just kept a slow bunch of tap land hands, and then...
Here comes the Aqueous form.
And then, yeah, he got there.
He's going to swing.
So CJ should
trigger.
Play his land first to represent. Yeah, all right. CJ's just gonna get blown out. He forgets to scry also.
Ouch.
He's just gonna scoop him up.
He's gonna go to the round. Game 2. So we've got the blue-white. How do you feel the matchup here, though? Is for the blue-white heroic?
I think the blue-white heroic has a pretty good matchup here.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup. There, CJ, I think, just got a little bit unlucky.
With the double.
Max drew his. He's probably playing 4 Heroes Downfalls and maybe a couple of Abzan Charms.
Sure.
I don't know if he's playing the full 4. So
4 and 4.
If he's playing 8, then I guess not so unlucky.
Sure.
But yeah, it's hard to know. I don't know if I'm CJ there if I play that way.
Okay.
I might be a little bit more conservative with my enchantments and my heroic guys, especially because I'm not on a clock.
Yes.
So, but you can speak to your sideboard here. What do you imagine bringing in this matchup here?
My sideboard pretty much contains a lot of the same things that we talk about within the sideboard. I think the only 2 cards that I have that you don't play are cards that I wouldn't bring into this matchup anyways. So I assume he's possibly bringing in Triton Tactics for defensive situations.
You can do that.
Just if you're trying to hold back a lot of the more aggressive creatures that Max seems to be playing.
Not even that. It's like also makes it so you can like untap your team and then like make it when you block and deal damage they don't untap.
Correct.
So it's really good in like a race situation.
Yes, you're frost breathing and keeping your guys alive.
Correct.
Against sometimes larger threats.
Yeah.
The Rakaksha Death Dealers are pretty nasty cards.
Yeah, but I mean, so I imagine CJ here is going to bring in the Ordeal of Heliod's. If he has more in his sideboard, I think he has 2. He's playing like the Joe Lissette list.
He is playing the split list, yeah. So he's got he has access to, I believe, 3 Ordeal of Thassa's main board.
Bring them all in, baby.
2 Ordeal of Heliod's main board, but he can bring in the extra ones from the side. He can split and choose.
Now, does he have a Johnny's Presence?
He does have a Johnny's Presence too. It's 1 of main board. He has 2 additional on the side.
All right, I think I like bringing those in too.
Those are pretty good. The difference here is I think he has 1 extra Eidolon of Countless Battles in the main. Is the extra.
Yeah, I moved away from that card. Not a huge fan of it.
Now there was when I originally built the list, I didn't follow the same Tom Ross build that you were doing. I followed the more MTGO on the Moto build, which actually used Fabled Hero, which was...
So you have Fabled Hero on this
I do not have Fabled. Fabled Hero got removed. Fabled Hero was a card that I got behind for all of probably a week, and it was one of those hit or miss cards. It was like the must answer card.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because if it got online, it was.
It's just so slow, though.
It is. It's very slow.
So here we go. CJ on the play
Has
here.
a Stratus Walk. Does not like
Gonna
that.
mulligan. Once again, this deck does not mulligan well. Max looks like he has a mixture of lands and spells, although they're kind of slow. I can see a couple of lands, a Siege Rhino, and an Anafenza. So not that great, unless if he has a removal spell mixed in there, though. His hand is probably pretty good.
We know that we were talking about it earlier. The blue-white heroic deck, not the best deck to mulligan on.
No, it's
but
not.
but if you have a successful mulligan,
Yeah, I mean, if you get Ordeal of Thassa,
correct.
If you can go turn 3 or turn 2 Ordeal of Thassa, then
and keep it going,
yeah,
it's very good.
And draw the cards, you just divinate back and you undo your mulligan. So
I think two of the cards that I kept in the sideboard that I know for sure you don't run that were Moto favorites were in Far's Enlightenment, and I don't think CJ brought those in here.
Oh no!
But those were cards that were
that costs too much mana.
Were played on the Moto. Cost 3.
Yeah, which is too much mana.
It triggers your creatures heroic.
And then you have to play a bunch of creatures?
No, it gives them a +1/+1 counter, gives them flying, and then if you play an additional creature, you can return it to your hand. Correct, you can return it to your hand.
I don't like it.
No?
CJ looking at a one-lander here, but you keep one-landers.
Well, I don't know, because we got in this situation
keep it one-lander. He's got Ordeal, he's got... I think he's got a favorite hoplite.
Sure, he's keeping it.
You keep it, you scry.
Sees the scry, doesn't like the Hero of Iroas.
And pass.
Alright.
I mean,
so he has a Hero of Iroas in hand.
Even if he doesn't draw a land next turn, it's not the end of the world.
He sees the land, though.
So he does, and I think he has a favorite hoplite.
And... oh, okay. Interesting. Scrying again. That is a...
God's Willing.
God's Willing. Doesn't want it.
No, I think he has Ordeal of Heliod.
Ordeal of Heliod.
Ordeal of Thassa. Feat of Resistance, which isn't a card I like too much in the deck.
It is a one of.
So I think we just run out the hero man, so next turn we can just go crazy.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we play hero here, hope we draw...
Well, there is a Battle-Wise, though.
No, I think we play hero.
You want the
next
hero?
turn we can go
and then
Ordeal, and then maybe hopefully have another land that we can keep up our Johnny's presence. Hopefully Max does not have heroes down for it here. He does.
He does.
Which isn't the worst for us. We
Battle-Wise.
Still have a Battle-Wise hoplite. Got
Finds
our
the third land.
So
you're cooking now.
We can play Battle-Wise hoplite with a Johnny's presence up. I think Max is going to either play Anafenza next turn or Sorin or a Siege Rhino.
Why did you move away from Feat of Resistance? There's the Siege Rhino.
2 mana is a lot to keep up.
It is.
So that's why I don't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much my only reason. It's just 2 mana is a lot of mana.
So now what's the play here? You equip the Thassa, equip the Ordeal, swing. If he blocks, he's down a creature. But that's risky.
We gotta... I think we just... Yeah, go for it. YOLO. You only live once, baby.
You only live
once. Grip them both. Let's get in there.
Slap them on there. Boom. Well, I don't know now. Well, now that the hero's gone, it is fairly risky. Sees the scry, sees a land.
No, ship that.
Yep. Get it out of here, he says. Now let's see what he can do here. What else does he have?
I may just buff attack and keep feet up.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, I really want, I think, the 2 extra cards, so it's... Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just not going to kill our guy next turn anyways.
Yeah.
And we already played a land this turn? No,
Yep.
we didn't. Did we?
I believe we did play a land.
No, I don't think we did.
He's a favorite hoplite. Trying to decide.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's going to draw it if he keeps it on top, right? Here come the attacks.
Going to attack for 6.
He's getting big.
Max is going to play a Sorin next turn.
So he's gaining 10, going up to 27. Wow. There's that life gain. Drawing 2. What has he got? Favorite hoplite. Iquis form.
He's going to get blown out.
And a Gather Courage from Max.
So there's those Gather Courages that Max is...
That is... He's very happy about the Gather. Yeah.
There's the Sorin. Him out, and
that's it.
Just going to scoop him up.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting.
So, a short one for us there.
Yeah, that was a quick match. Well, let's kind of talk that over. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what CJ brought in. We'll probably see here as he de-sideboards. Max brings in the erase.
And he takes out his Herald of Torments, so...
Yeah, it's hard to see what he's pulling out. I can't really
I don't
kind of fathom what he would... have put in. The sideboard is pretty standard, so I'm
Yeah,
sure
that
the
gather
other
courage
reviews.
was